Hey everybody, we're back for the second etude of this year's TMEA, All-State B-Flat and Low Clarinet, Audition Etude number 2. Today we're going to talk about rubato. Rubato is one of the wonderful things that we can use to express ourselves more, okay? One thing that you guys hear me say all the time, if you're a normal student of mine, there's these little things that I say all the time. You are always going to hear me say it. One of the things I always tell you is, this is a secret, so don't tell anybody. The slow etude wins the room. Did you hear that? Not the fastest, not the flashiest, not the little robot who can put their fingers down at the right time at intense speeds. Although you have to be able to do that too. But the most well-rounded musician can do those things, and they can play with expression and emotion and heart. And so what I'm going to do is help you with some tools that are going to enable you to show your judges and show your audience just what you can do as an artist. Okay, so when I was in college at Angela State University, go Rams, my flute professor is who gave me the best advice about rubato. She called it push and pull. Kitty Carico, by the way. Love you, miss you. She calls it push and pull, and that involves tempo. So what that means is, as you're playing these slow etudes, you don't have to stick to the metronome as if you're a little machine, a little tick-tock clock. You don't have to do that. What you can do is intense moments you can highlight by pushing your tempo or speeding up a little bit. Or maybe there are some moments that you want to linger on and kind of let marinate for a moment. And what you can do is you can pull your tempo to give those moments more time to speak. So push and pull, those of you that can drive a standard automobile, it's like using the gas and clutch. They have to work together. You can't have one without the other, and if you try to do it, chaos ensues. So what you have to do is, if you take a measure and you push, or not even just a measure, a phrase, if you push at the beginning of it, if you push that tempo speed up at the end of it, you need to pull it back. In the end, you're gonna line up with that metronome again. So this isn't a constant back and forth. This isn't that guy on the interstate who has no idea what cruise control is. And it's just like, too fast and too slow, too fast and too slow. And they're always passing you and you're always passing them and just, and you get road rage. We don't want that. Okay, we want you to be able to control your speed. All right, so let's hear some examples of this. I'm going to set my metronome right now. I've set it at 83, the same as our previous video. And so I'm just going to play just this first 4 measures. That's it. This is 4 measures on a tick-tock clock as a machine. I'm not gonna get off the metronome, no rubato. Here we go. So, it's a nice little piece of music. Nothing wrong with that. The notes were right, the rhythm was right, articulation was right. We had some dynamics, a little bit of expression in there. I did everything that was on the page. Everything that was on the page, okay? Now, I'm going to add some push and pull, and I'm going to play what's not on the page. I'm gonna play a story, okay? I'm gonna keep the metronome off because I don't want it to mess with your brain if you hear that doing one thing and me doing another, okay? So here's our story. Did you hear the difference? which one of them brought more emotion from you? Which one of them brought more intensity? Which one of them sounded like it maybe belonged in a movie? That's what you need to do. Find your story. I tell my students all the time to find the story in the slow etude. Play a story. It could be something like, Romeo and Juliet. It's maybe a love story / tragedy. It could be anything else. It could be your favorite memory. Anything that you want it to be, whatever it's going to take to help you show your expression. And rubato is a really great way to do that. Now, word of caution, do not attempt rubato until you can play this entire etude, tick-tock robot on the clock, on the metronome. Because otherwise, if you don't know how to count, we'll know. Those of us that are judging, we know the difference between rubato and bad counting. And it happens. What you're going to do is you're going to want to rush the long notes, the half notes. You're not going to want to hold them long enough. And that's why you've got to make sure to tap those eighth notes like we talked about in the first video. That's going to make you give that half note its full bit of life. Not just part of it, all of it. Take these notes all the way to the rest. Make sure your long notes touch the rest or touch the next note. Don't leave a space there. Okay? Great. If you have questions, concerns, comments, smart remarks, as my ag teacher used to say in high school, you can leave a comment. You can email me. My email is in my description for this video. You can ask your director. Whatever you need to do to be successful is what we're after here, okay? All right, guys, I will see you next time. Love you, miss you all, be kind, be lovely. See you later, bye-bye.